Hello and welcome. In this video, Codex builds a working automation in a terminal in 3 stages. This robot does not just read. It pays the bills that are due, and it accounts for everyone it would not pay. This is Wrap 1, the ERP where a company keeps its money. Somebody signs into it every Friday. The logon wants 3 things, and the third one is the giveaway: a user, a password, and a client number. Client 100. Remember that number because it is not a secret and that will matter later. It is a training system, so the logins are printed on the door. That is an accounts payable clerk, and Friday afternoon is hers. The job lives under accounts payable, 22 vendor bills, and a payment run waiting to be made. Some of those bills are open, some are already paid, and some are blocked, each for a reason a buyer has to chase. On a Friday, somebody pays what is due, and then explains which ones they held back and why. That is the job, not the paying, which is a few clicks, the explaining. We are going to automate both, and we are not going to write the flow ourselves. Start in the designer, on the home screen. Create a new project and name it for what it does. That is an empty canvas. The important part is what came with it. Every project is a real Git repository. Tools outside the designer need an API token, and tokens live in the other half of the workspace. The hamburger at the top left opens it: designer, admin, agents. Take admin. This is the admin console. Its left rail runs the workspace, and near the bottom is API. Generate token. Name it after the tool that will hold it. And give it write permission, because this tool is going to push flows, not just read them. The token is shown exactly once. Copy it somewhere safe. Ours goes into a file only this machine can read. Back on the home screen. Scroll down to the current project card. There it is, the project's Git clone URL. Copy it. From here on, the flow is files in a folder, and any tool that speaks Git can work on it. Codex does not know Robomotion out of the box. This repository teaches it: Robomotion IO/agent skills. 7 skills: creating flows, validating them, testing them, running them on robots, searching packages, exploring a page in a browser, and reversing network traffic. The README carries the setup, written for Claude Code. Install the skills, then fetch a file that wires up the browser tools. Both of those lines change for Codex. The installer takes an agent name, so we say Codex, and the skills land where Codex looks. And the browser tools get registered with a command instead of a downloaded file. We will run both in a moment. A terminal: clone the project, the URL from the designer with one change. The user is X API token, and the password is the token we just made, kept in an environment variable so it never appears on screen or in shell history. Then the host and path, exactly as copied. And the flow project is a folder. Step inside it. Now the setup: first the skills installed for Codex. Same repository, same 7 skills. The agent flag decides the folder they land in. And that folder is .agents, next to the flow. Second, the browser tools, which Codex registers with a command rather than a file. 1 line, and it says what it did. It added a global browser server. Note that word. This one is registered for the machine, not just for this project. Ask it what it has, and there is the browser enabled. That is the whole setup: a clone, the skills, and the browser. We typed that password ourselves a minute ago. The flow is never going to. The vault list is behind your account password, and each vault behind its own key. 2 locks on purpose. Portal logins hold service accounts for systems robots sign into. Add an item for Wrap 1. A login, a username, and a password. The robot gets its own account, not a person's. Save, it is encrypted in the browser before it ever leaves. The flow will name this item and never the password. One thing before we ask for anything, the flow is going to need somewhere to run. Robots usually run as the desktop app or a service. There is also a command line way made for machines like this one. DeskBot Connect, your email as identity, the workspace, and which robot to be. The robot names come from the admin console. We will look there in a moment. It asks for the workspace password. And the robot is online, in the right pane, waiting for work. One machine, 3 panes. A shell, a robot, and room for the builder on top. Here it is in the admin console, under robots. Every robot the workspace knows, with its ID and its state. The one we just connected is online. That ID is what scripts pass when they do not want the picker. Now the builder. Codex in the project folder, with approvals and the sandbox switched off. That is a real choice, not a shrug. It is our own empty project on a training workspace, and the agent needs the network to push. A fresh folder gets a trust question first. It is ours, confirm. And the session is up. It tells you exactly where it stands, the model, the folder, and the permissions it is running under. We build in stages, small ask, run it, next ask, exactly how you would work with a colleague. Stage 1 asks for the smallest thing that proves the pipeline. Sign in with the vault item and read the bills that are due. The prompt names the vault and the item and says never to put credentials in clear text. It also says something odd. Open the payment screen by clicking the menu, never by a URL. That is not fussiness. This ERP keeps the session in memory, so a reload lands you back at the login page. Go. It reads the skills first, then starts working the way they teach. Schemas before guesses. It found the vault with the platform tools, and it is exploring the ERP in its own browser, off-screen, to learn the selectors. This takes a few minutes. We will come back when it pushes. A few minutes later, stage 1 is done. Flow written, validated, clean, committed, and pushed. Notice what it never asked for, the password. It wired the vault item and moved on. Open the designer, and the flow codex pushed is simply there. Same repository, 2 views. Look at the credentials node. It points at the vault item by name. No secret in the flow, no secret in Git. And the login fields read from the message. Credentials.username, credentials.password. That is the pattern to copy. The vault holds the secret, the message carries it, the nodes spend it. Run stage 1. The shell starts where we cloned, so step into the project first. Validate first. It checks every node against the real schemas, locally, in a second. Clean, now run it. Pick the robot we connected earlier. The robot picks the job up, and the run streams back into the terminal, node by node. The credentials in that sign in came out of the vault on the robot, not out of the flow. And the payment run screen, narrowed to what is due, read out by the debug node. Nothing has been paid yet. Stage 1 only looked. Now we can ask for the part that acts. Stage 2 is the one that changes something. Select the bills that are due, create the proposal, read the total, and confirm the run. The prompt spells out what confirming means, in the words the ERP would use. A journal entry posted for every bill, and every one of those bills flipped to paid. Say that out loud in the prompt. An agent that does not know it is writing will build you something safe and useless. Off it goes, extending the chain it already has rather than starting again. Stage 2 pushed. The selection, the proposal, the total, and the confirm all validated before it was allowed to commit. Refresh the designer and the grown flow is on the canvas. The run codex described, drawn as nodes. Run it from here this time. The dev console shows the same run the terminal did, and this time it ends with a write. 4 bills proposed, and the run total underneath them. Two views of one robot. Use whichever chair you are sitting in. The sync works in both directions. Change something here, tidy the layout with the designer's auto layout. And save. A save in the designer is a git commit like any other. In the terminal, pull. There is the designer's save, arriving as a commit in the clone. Codex works on the same folder, so it now has the designer's change too. Tell it and ask for stage 3. Stage 3 is the manager's question. Why was this one not paid? Filter the bills to blocked, read the reason on each one, and write it all down next to what was paid. Go. It builds on top of the pulled state. The layout stays, the flow grows. Stage 3 pushed. 3 prompts, 3 commits, 1 flow. The last run, and this time just watch the robot. Sign in the payment run, the proposal, and the confirm. Then the bills list, filtered to blocked, read one by one with the reason each is on hold. The whole Friday, in about 11 seconds. Before you trust any of this, look at what actually changed. The branch button opens version control. History is every commit, Codex's stages, and the designer's save side by side. Tick stage 1. Tick stage 3. And compare. This is the Visual Diff. The flow as a drawing with everything added in green, changed in amber, removed in red. Walk it one change at a time. Each step selects a node, pans to it, and shows exactly which properties differ. For a flow that only reads, a diff is nice to have. For one that pays invoices, it is the whole review. The proposal, the confirm, the blocked list, and the report, every piece of stage 2 and 3 accounted for. And out. And the deliverable, open the report the robot wrote. A CSV, so Calc asks how to read it, comma separated is right. The summary first, what was paid and what was not. 4 bills proposed and paid, just under 7,000 euros, against 7 bills held back. Then the held ones and the column that matters, the reason each one is on hold. 4 of them are simply waiting on a goods receipt nobody has confirmed. The other 3 need a person, a quantity mismatch, a price mismatch, and 1 bill with no purchase order at all. That is the column that makes this worth running. A robot that only paid the bills would be half a robot. And the money it did not spend is on the same page as the money it did. So, describe the stage, let Codex build it, run it on a robot, and read the diff before you trust it. And when the robot acts instead of just reading, make it account for what it left alone. The links, the skills, and the training ERP are in the description. Thank you for watching.